So the way this meditation will work is we'll begin with a bit of grounding and orienting, and then we'll move into, I think we did this in our first class, just noticing what is here and being with what is here. So whatever that might be, breathing, feeling your seat on the ground or bed or whatever. And then just a little bit of compassion work. I like to always end with a cherry on top for ourselves and for the world. Um, and then that'll be it. And I'll read you a little poem that I wrote. All right. So just getting yourselves situated in a way that's comfortable for you. If that's lying down or sitting up, either way. And as you find yourself here in this space, bring to mind what you're walking in from. What happened right before this? Noticing like the energy from whatever it was, what sort of flavor and taste that had. And if there's any residue from that experience, from what happened right before, if you're coming in with any of that, noticing any feelings, emotions, states of the nervous system, the textures of the nervous system. Noticing the state of your body, the state of your mind. And for a few moments, opening your eyes and looking at the space around you. Now, having coming into this space with the sense of stillness and taking it in. You look around, noticing the different shapes and the colors, and the textures. Your space. When you feel ready, beginning to close your eyes again, taking your time. As you begin to feel into your breath. Noticing in particular the out breath. And perhaps following your out breath. with your breath, noticing your head and all the facial muscles, and your eyes, your mouth, your jaw. Noticing your shoulders, seeing what's here in your shoulders to feel, and your chest, your torso, maybe feeling how your back is making contact to the surface behind it. And then feeling your pelvic area and your seat making contact to the surface below. Perhaps noticing the weight, the pressure. As you feel into your legs, and sensing what it's like to move your awareness downwards and through your legs and into your feet. Noticing whatever's making contact to the ground, and if it's not, just noticing that lowest surface. Whatever's making contact to the lowest surface, maybe it's the bed, maybe it's the ground. Sensing into the groundedness. And opening your awareness to your whole body. Feeling the space around your body. The air, maybe even feeling air on your skin. Feeling the atmosphere that surrounds your body. All the parts. And see if for a few moments you can rest in that space that is around your body, that is holding your body. Seeing what it's like to rest in the space. And then bringing to mind what your deepest longing right now? What is it that is your deepest longing for right now? Your intention, your deepest desire for this moment, for this meditation, for this day. Maybe it's peace, joy, maybe it's belonging. As you begin to open your awareness, open to the experience of right now. The experience right now that includes sensations like your body, the rise and fall of sensations within, maybe your breath, maybe the contact, the touch. Maybe even thoughts or sound. Being with what is here, whatever's calling your attention. And it might sound like, oh, breathing is happening. Breathing is happening. Feeling is happening. This is what breathing feels like. And when the mind wanders off, thinking is happening. Thinking is happening. Nothing wrong or right about it. Just noticing what's happening right now in our experience, in our moment to moment experience. And if you do notice the thinking, maybe noticing some of the things happening in the thinking, perhaps imagery or dialogue. It can be seeing is happening or dialogue is happening. Being with what is here. Maybe it's feelings. Feelings are happening. Maybe noticing what feelings are happening. Boredom is happening. Calm is happening. Sadness is happening. Taking the next few moments in silence to witness this ebb and flow of moment to moment experience and to be with what is here. And beginning to bring to mind someone you care about, someone that may be going through difficulty or that you're concerned about right now. And seeing them right in front of you, being with them, as though you guys are sitting together in the same room, maybe at the same table or on a bench together. And looking at them, whoever that might be. It might be someone you know or someone you don't know. And saying to them, may you be well. May you experience ease. May you feel love. Or perhaps any phrases that sound more natural to you. Wishing this person well. This one who could use your attention, your well wishing. And perhaps might even be, I love you. And releasing this now. And bringing to mind an image of yourself, maybe at a younger age, at a tender age, being with this part of yourself. Recalling this part of yourself. May you be at ease, or may you experience ease. May you be well. Maybe using phrases that sound more natural to you, make more sense. May you feel belonging. I'm here. Releasing this image And saying this now to our own selves. May I be well. Perhaps placing a hand on your heart or holding your own hand. May I experience ease. May I feel belonging. Feeling into the heart space. Noticing what's here in this heart space. Perhaps longing, spaciousness, vastness. Holding the experience. Into this greater belonging. And from this greater belonging, this spaciousness, we can extend this well-wishing out beyond ourselves to all those we care about. Imagining now, remembering all of those you care about, family, friends, community. May we all be well. May we all be happy. And perhaps now extending this heart of compassion to the whole world. May we all feel belonging, or whatever phrases sound natural to you. May we all feel loved. May we all be held in this great heart of compassion. And may we all awaken together. Resting for just the next few moments in this heart of awareness. a poem on holding all the parts of ourselves in a heart of compassion. The chaos erupts around me. The fear ensues the terror. Oh, frightened little one, I'm listening. Run, she exclaims, a must of escape. Okay, I say, let's run. I'll run with you. I run by her side. My darling, you are free. Free to be, free to run, free to fear. I won't stop you. I'll be right here. Like water freed from a dam, rapture in being. Distant voices cry out for her, mother nurturing, self-nurturing. Nothing solved, nothing fixed, nothing perfect, but a letting of being. So she melts in the tears of finally being seen. In my arms, she is held. Just noticing what might be here, arising, residue. So, speaking about what that meditation is, I mean, there are many reasons why we would do a meditation like that. For me, it's been the most transforming to find a greater witnessing of this moment, the truth, the real truth of this moment, and to hold that with this heart of compassion. And of course, there's, it's complex, but it starting there and being with that for repetitively for a long time is a practice to just get kind of real with this moment, whereas we can really get caught in story and our past. So that's what I wanted to talk about a little bit today. So Thich Nhat Hanh is a teacher, a Vietnamese Buddhist teacher who unfortunately is going to leave us very soon, but he teaches us about our inner child, and that it's this inner child that we can get stuck in a lot. It's a part of ourselves, right? And then we can blend with it, and it can be hard to differentiate between that past self and our adult self. I don't know if you two remember from the course, I talked about how we can attack ourselves, like the self-critic, right? And so the attacker and the attacked become like the same, they become blended, and it's hard to differentiate. It's hard to work with each of them because it's like hard to see where is that boundary, that line. right? And something he speaks about, and lots of neuroscience will talk about as well, is when we were children, we naturally, biologically, needed attention, right? Loving attention, feeding attention, and just caring for, right? The roof over our heads. And it doesn't have to be a big trauma like neglect. It can be really actually quite small. But we, at around 5 years old, as we start to identify with ourselves that, oh, this, I'm separate from this, then we hang on to a lot, we latch on to a lot of like what happened around that time in our lives. And so it can be something as simple as you were crying and mom, you know, looked away, and that became reinforced over and over and over again. Or it could be, unfortunately, like a lot of us have major traumas, and it can be a combination. So there's this biological wanting the attention at a young age because it was needed, right? And if that wasn't met, then we continue that wanting even when it's not needed. This is what he teaches on. And therefore, as we go about our lives and we have desires, we might meet a lot of experiences of desire and not be satisfied ever with our desires. Even though, you know, it's that, I'm sure you guys have heard this, like, okay, I'll be happy when I get a boyfriend. Okay, I'll be happy, and then you get the boyfriend. And then, well, okay, I'll be happy when I get married. Okay, then you get married. Okay, no, I'll be happy when I have kids. Get kids. I'll be happy when I have a house. So on and so on. So, and you're never happy, right? Because you're always like reaching. And they call it the desiring, the desiring mind. And so we get caught in the past, this wanting. But I'll be happy when I get isn't actually meeting the actual want of attention, the acknowledgement. And we practice this in meditation. Oh, breathing is happening. And that's me breathing. Sensation is happening. That's the sensation in my body. So we're practicing the acknowledging, reaching, making the U-turn, and acknowledging, right? So, but we get caught, right? And it's as though like films of the past keep playing. We know that it's gone, but they keep playing, right? So like a movie. You're watching a movie. You see the characters. They're good actors. If it's a good movie, you're going to get caught in it. And that's fine. I'm not saying any of this is wrong. It's an example to make it tangible. The actors are, you know, there's love story, there's breakups, there's grief and loss and pain, and you're just like in it. You're crying with the grief, and you're crying with the heartbreak, and you're laughing with the joys of, you know, they got back together. Thank God. I mean, Downton Abbey. Anyone watch Downton Abbey? Oh, no. Okay, well, I know Christy. That is one that you just like, you are living with them. The unfortunate part is you don't get to process with them. You don't get to have them over for tea and get through what just happened. So none of that is real, except the emotions are real. Like what just happened inside of you is real. So it's like that, right? These past movies of what happened, or shall I say, our perception of what happened, creates these emotions. The emotions, as we now know, are sensations, right? You feel them. They're actually textured sensations. So they are happening and affecting our well-being, our health, our state of mind. And the movie's gone, but the feelings are here. And you can't invite those from the past to have tea with you and figure this all out and to process. But there is the skill that we are learning through meditation to have tea with ourselves and to get in touch with that inner child. So in my experience, when I first arrived to, well, before even meditation, I was looking to experience something. There's this term samadhi, which is like the enlightenment, like the, okay, you've done it. And I was looking for that. They say it's like an LSD trip, or some people experience it on LSD, and or what is it? That plant? You gonna say it, Monica?
Ayahuasca.
Ayahuasca.
Read it. I've never tried it, by the way. I'm not called to it yet.
Yeah. I've been invited to do it a couple times, and I actually have a fear of not being in control.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I won't do LSD or mushrooms or anything like that either. And now for many other reasons. But point is, this experience, right? I'm like, I can get this experience through meditation. And I just kept gunning for this experience. And it's the striving mind, the desire mind, right? But it was because, as you know, I've explained this like past that we're caught in that's gone, but you know, the sensations are here and the emotions. Well, there was this like resisting it and an unhappiness, the textures of unhappiness, the textures of resistance, and the textures of being tired, so tired of what's already here, my already experience. That's really what I wanted, was to not experience this, but experience what they are talking about. What I keep reading about. And it wasn't till I started to look at the inner child and the truth of right now, which is being with what's here as it is. Only then can I ask, well, wait a second, who is experiencing this unhappy, this tired? Who's experiencing the desire for samadhi?